Vidja Gamez.
So last night I watched The Purge, and it was definitely one of those movies where I sat there and thought about the idea of it and was like, I hope that America never gets so bad that the only answer is to allow 12 hours of criminal activity, whatever you want to do, murder, lie, cheat, and steal, and that's like the answer to everything. That's going to fix everything, because that's just terrifying. But on the other hand, I seriously thought about it, and I was like, okay, let's say there was a purge. Would I participate? Because it's like I could go rob a store and get a new TV, and it's cool for 12 hours. You're not going to dodge people trying to murder me, but you know, it's funny to further elaborate on it. You tell yourself, no, I would never ever commit any crimes, but it was like, if you got the okay to do it, like, wouldn't you? I mean, you don't know what you would do in a situation like that. So hello everybody. Now we've had some deep thought going on. This is the vlog. Welcome. We're going to talk about videos that I've uploaded, which there was none of because I've gotten a little on the lazy side. A little bit on the lazy side. I spend my weekends watching Netflix and playing games, and I blame World of Warcraft. I blame myself. It is all my fault. But I can recommend videos later on in this video, so just stick with me. I didn't upload anything. There's nothing to click on. You're cool. Just stay tuned. So finally, an expansion has been announced for Diablo 3, Reaper of Souls, and I am super excited. It was definitely one of those moments when I heard about it, I was like, oh yeah. Diablo 3. I remember that game. Remember when I finished it and I thought the campaign was really short and I never played it again? That game. So that's coming out eventually. We don't know when yet, but I'm super excited because it looks like a really just crazy dark storyline, just judging, you know, from the cinematic trailer that they put out there. So now I feel the need to actually go about playing Diablo 3 and actually maxing out my character. I think I had a witch doctor. What did I have? What was I playing? I don't even remember what I was playing. I forgot about the game that hard. I'm like, wow, that's really bad. So, is anyone else excited for this expansion? Have any of you been dedicated Diablo 3 players and not bad ones like me? And just super excited for the expansion? Let me know in the comments. So among many other announcements, it was announced that Ben Affleck was going to be the next Batman, and it seems like everyone's really torn half and half. Some people are just disgusted. They don't want it to happen. It's the worst thing that could ever possibly happen in their lives. It is their first world problem, and if Ben Affleck continues to be Batman in the next Batman movie, people are just going to drop dead. And then the other half is just like, you know what, he's pretty good in Argo, and I believe he'll do a good job, and you know what, I'm totally okay with it. So, you know, like, I'm a fan of Batman, you know, the movies and stuff like that. I never really got deep into the universe, and like Larissa, some of you know that she's like a huge Batman fan. So me just being a female who finds Ben Affleck, you know, pleasing to the eye, I'm okay with it. Whatever. I get to watch Ben Affleck run around as Batman. Cool. I'm not going to complain. If it's bad, it's bad. Oh well. I'm not going to ruin my life. So yeah, but Larissa made a hilarious video. I giggled myself into insanity after I watched it. I'll go ahead and link it so you guys can watch it, but I love it when somebody has an opinion about something and presents it in a very comical way. That's like the best way to present it, because even though I may not agree with the opinion, I can't help but go, okay, that was funny. That was hilarious. So I will go ahead and put it somewhere around me. There will be a link in the description below. Go ahead and check it out. It is absolutely hilarious. Like, I promise you will giggle yourself into insanity. I can't talk because I'm thinking about giggling into insanity. But feel free to go down in the comments and let me know what you think about Ben Affleck being the new Batman. Are you okay with it? Are you not okay with it? Are you just gonna just get so excited you could just, you know, jump for joy? Or could you just be like, oh my gosh, if this happens, I might fall over and die and never awake from my slumber? Yeah, that would be awful. Please don't do that. I totally had something else to talk about, but I completely forgot about it. So I'm just going to talk about this. I'm borrowing Dragon's Dogma from a friend for the 360, as if I don't have enough games to play already, as you can see behind me. So yeah, it was recommended to me, and they're like, you need to play it, and I was like, alright, fine. Doesn't feel like the disc is in there. Oh, okay. It is. It is. I'm just silly. I felt it rattling around, so I'm excited to play that. Other than that, though, for me, there hasn't been a whole lot going on. I mean, you know, like there was a huge storm last night, and luckily it wasn't as bad as I anticipated it being. For some areas it was pretty bad, but all I got was like a huge lake in my backyard. It was pretty sweet. It's gone now, but for a while I had a lakefront property out in my backyard. It was pretty cool. So let's talk a little bit about some of the games that I played this past week, some of the games that you've played this past week, and we'll just talk about it looking at my Raptor profile, because it conveniently shows me the amount of hours that I spent and what games that I played in the past week or month or year, whatever, all time, you know, because that's important to know. I played World of Warcraft. I got roughly 9 hours in last week. I've been addicted to getting the monk up there. I think she's like, I don't know, somewhere in her 30s, or 36 or 37, I cannot remember. She's up there though. I'm almost 40. I'm almost caught up with some people that I plan on grouping with. And I played a little bit of BioShock Infinite. I played about 2 hours of that. It's funny because I played it for a little bit and I was like, alright, well, you know, I'm at a stopping point, so I'm just going to stop here and I'm going to go eat dinner or something like that. And then Raptor's like, you played 2 hours, and I was like, wait, was that 2 hours? And then I haven't played BioShock Infinite in forever, so it was sitting there trying to... It was funny, I had this huge mech George Washington charging after me, and I'm like, I don't even remember what half these buttons do. I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm gonna die. And it was hilarious because, like, the mech George Washington busts around the corner like friggin' Freddy Krueger or something, and I totally screamed. I literally screamed. I was like, oh my god, and went running the other direction, and Elizabeth the entire time was just like, oh hey, I found some ammo, oh hey, here's some money, and I'm like, I'm trying to kill mechanized George Washington, he has a freaking Gatling gun, he's trying to kill us, could you like keep your money to yourself until afterwards? So I had a blast playing those games, and of course I played Animal Crossing New Leaf because that's what I do. So those were some of the games that I played this past week, and I will try to put like that little Raptor theme up. So it's just kind of, you know, a visual, some visualization in the vlogs and stuff like that, because that's always fun. You guys get to see what I'm up to. Except for if it's like a game that time can't be tracked, like the PS3 or my 3DS, which sucks. I don't like that. I like to see how much time I've spent on stuff. Anyways, this is this week's vlog, and I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you hit that like button if you did. Don't forget to go down in the comments and let me know about anything that I talked about in the video today. And I will see everybody next week for another episode of the vlog. Later.
Kind of funny,
And
because
I was playing one night, and some random person that I've never talked to before, I've never met before, you know, just in the good because it's that hot. Who the fuck is this person to go out and